Good morning. It's Johnny Sunshine. It's 10 o'clock. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go to my service call around the corner of the house that I was at Saturday morning. They've got a leak. They had the remediation people there this morning. They opened that whole place up. And I've got to go fix a leak. It's obvious what's leaking. Here comes fucking Jersey girl. Look at her with all these fucking dogs. Fucking asshole. Why the fuck doesn't she play in her own neighborhood is my guess. My question. I'm gonna see if she'll walk my dogs. I just wanna fuck with her. Excuse me, ma'am. Come on, don't ignore me.
I don't want to know you, John.
Really?
A push me, pull me, whack job. I don't want that in my life. No.
Oh, she's cute. Fuck, man. You see that, guys? That's why I'm single. I called her a whack job. What? Yeah, I'll check it today. I'll go over there. I gotta go do a job and then I'll go check it. Tough being the motherfucking mayor. Something's wrong with my camera settings. I fucked up. Now it's weird. Tracking my face. Or something. Let me go fix this Cpvc leak up in the attic. Fucking thing probably cracked the fitting when I had to change a fucking valve that wasn't leaking on the fucking house. Who knows? Goddamn insurance industry making us fix shit that ain't broken, and then you end up breaking something. I don't know. I know I replaced a bunch of valves in this fucking goddamn house. Don't tell anybody. The one thing when you're in the service business, it is you need to make it clear that whatever you work on, you are not responsible for shit that's unserviceable. You know what I mean? Oh shit, here's my street, yo. You gotta be able to service the shit. If I run a cable through a stopped up system and a cast iron pipe collapses, I'm not responsible for repairing that fucking collapsed pipe. The systems need to be serviceable. So, it is what it is, Jackson. This should be a quick job. Maybe. We'll see. Swallowed a little spit on the wrong pipe. Fucking A. I got Jersey girl fucking bitching at me. I don't need you in my life. That's why I'm single. I'm a fucking bastard. She's just like me. You fucking Looney Tunes. You know. Let's go see what we can get in. Alright guys, so you see they cut a bunch out. Wow, you can hear the water dripping in here. It's going to be on this hot valve. Let's get up on top here, see where the hell it's dripping from. Definitely dripping from up above. Look at that water. Wow. Johnny Boy's gotta climb up here and get me. Wow. Look at how high these air chambers are. You never want to do that because when they re-roof, they could shoot a nail right through into the air chamber. I can get right up in here, guys. See what's going on. Just hang tight. Well, it's tough to see, but I'll
You
show
need
you. I'll cut the piece out and show it to you where it was leaking.
You need the attic light on?
I don't think it's gonna light up over here.
Well,
It's just over in the garage, probably. All right, we'll get it. I just gotta put this down because a lot of insulation. Okay. Have you had anybody climbing up in this attic in the last year?
what?
Did anybody climb up in the attic over the last year?
I don't think so.
Okay. It's a street 90 and that's usually, you know, what breaks. So we'll get it fixed up. Where can I put this? Wait. Tough spot for old fat boy Johnny. That's our problem right there, guys. This 90 right here is leaking, street 90, And this strap is broken. I don't know if it was broken when they installed it or what, but let me try to get up here. It's kind of a tight area for me to get through this hole, but I'm gonna try. I really need to come in backwards here. Oh, Jesus Christ. This ain't easy. It ain't fucking easy being a fat old motherfucking plumber. I can't get in here. Let me try and turn around. Wow. Holy shitski. God damn, son. That took a lot out of me. Just doing that. Let's see if I can use this magnet. So you can see. Okay. This let me see if I can get a better shot. Alright guys, so this is where the problem is. Let me cut that out. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I fucking forgot my cutters, man. Are you fucking serious? I fucking took them out. Could have sworn I threw them in this fucking bucket. Now I gotta get back down. Hey, John. Are you fucking kidding me? Tough getting old and senile. Alright, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this here. Water's off. Wow. Look at that. This fitting broke too. Wow, when I cut that, it just fell off. Look. The pipe just fell. I cut that, and the pipe just fell off. Fucking scary, man. Scary. Mary. Alright, hopefully I'm going to be able to... Same thing just happened again. I gotta maybe get a... never seen that happen. But this shit's brittle. Wow. So my guess is this shit's gonna break too. Fucking. Wow. Let's see how far back that goes. Okay. I'm gonna cut it close here. Wow. This is some scary shit for Johnny Sunshine. It's about the liability now, you know. Okay, so catch that fucking water. Oh boy. So guys, this was the fitting that was leaking right here. This street 90, and it'll probably just, look at that, it just cracked right off. And some of you guys are gonna say, yeah, well, Jesus Christ, that's why I never would use that shit. Well, let me tell you something, guys. You've never fixed a copper leak up in an attic? Give me a fucking break. Jake, this is some brittle shit, though, I can tell you that. This got to be close to 30 years old. You would think these hammer arresters would take care of the shock in the system, you know. They're pretty big. They're like 2 feet or more. So I've got a new can of glue here. So I'm just matching what I took out, guys, the measurements. I think the fact that this water's off and the system's open, it'll replenish the air in those air chambers. They were probably saturated and not doing anything, so that's a good thing. Go ahead and let me wipe that off real quick. You son of a bitch. This fucking place is like a ticking time bomb with this old shit. But I can tell you that repiping a house that has Cpvc in it 30 years later, like this, is easy. Because all the fucking holes are drilled. Cut the old shit out and slide the new stuff in. And I've repiped plenty of houses with copper in them, guys. That'll spin with no problem. Okay. Thank God I wore a long sleeve shirt today, man, up in this attic. Fucking itchy. Itchy stuff, man. I don't know if this white shit itches, but usually not good when you're... So now I just need to get over here. God, I fucking brought a couple extra fittings. Need a street. Let me just put this fucking 90 on here. like fucking disarming a bomb here, guys. You know, I noticed, man, that me and Steve Lav have the same we do the same shit, man. We probably both have the same fucking disease from plumbing. Yeah. Fucking crazy. The big thing with CPVC, guys, is no stress on the pipes, you know? You can't be pushing shit around like copper and forcing things together. It really just needs to fall together. But they've gotten 30, I don't know, it's close to 30 years, I think, out of this plumbing system. But I'm a little afraid to leave this fucking job. It is critical to wipe these joints, guys. You see where that pipe broke? Right at the tip of the fitting. And they stressed it when this stuff came on the market that over gluing is a problem. You gotta wipe the joints, man. Alright, so this is done. I just need to let this stuff set up, really, for a half hour up in this situation. These straps are just falling apart. Whoever put them in must have beat the crap out of them. You know, they were smashing the shit out of them with the hammer. Probably hit the fucking pipe. I want to show you what I was talking about with these when you're strapping up along the roof line, guys. You got to be very careful. If you look at this, you'll see that if these nails could definitely penetrate that cap up there. So you want to stay down as low as you can. You know, strap them on that. That's fine on that top cord. But get them a little lower, man. So if somebody drove a big nail in there, that's their fault, you know. This, you could say, well, what are you, a fucking retard? You know they're going to be nailing shingles up there. But look at this place. They may want to consider repiping because of the brittleness of this CPVC, unfortunately for them. I've never done a repipe on a house that already has CPVC in it, but I can tell you that this is a little scary, the way this shit was just snapping. And the leaks that I've had, they've always been street 90s. And you're going to say, well, Jesus, you used them again. And I'm like, yeah. I'll be dead by the time these things fucking leak. All right. So let's let this shit set up. I'm not gonna... It's tough for me to get down from here, man. You gotta be a goddamn contortionist. I look like I'm in the circus climbing up into this attic through this, because of this plant shelf. I gotta come in backwards, man. Do da da, do da da dee. I'm afraid to hammer on this, man. This ain't moving. I'm gonna leave fucking well enough alone, Jackson. Maybe. Yeah, this is a different strap. It's up. It's down lower, so it's just gonna create a problem. So I'm gonna spin it like this and just tap this in. That's good enough, man. I'm not pushing it on this stuff. Nobody will ever be walking around back here. This is at the low end of the attic. This bathroom's on the outside of the house, you know, on the exterior wall, so too old for this shit, boys. I'm too motherfucking old. Alright guys, so you can see the difference in the color of the pipe. The darker stuff is the old shit. So I replaced this 90, came up, another 90 went over. I put another 3/4 half T in, a 3/4 coupling, street 90, and a 1/2 inch coupling over here. Got it back together, and damn, if one of these 90s blew off, you're talking major flood. 1/2 inch pipe just pumping in, and these people are old. If it happened at night, they could flood the whole fucking house. I'm gonna tell them they need to consider repiping this house. I'm not gonna be able to do this by looking at all of this shit up here. I don't want to get involved, but they may want to consider repiping this house, because they literally have a ticking time bomb up in this attic with the brittleness of this pipe. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And like I said, I've repiped many houses with copper. Copper doesn't last forever. They got 30 years out of this system, and it is what it is. Water quality, it's plastic, you know, it loses its flexibility over time. When I learned about this stuff from FlowGuard Gold, they were dropping like a cannonball down a tube to show you how strong this pipe was. Yeah, you can do that when it's brand new. You can drop a cannonball from 3 feet high down a tube and see if you can crush this pipe or shatter it, and nothing would happen. But try that shit 10-15 years later, that fucking pipe's gonna disintegrate. And they knew it. That's why they were pushing that, you know. They know the problems that were out there, that were going to arise from this product. But, you know, we've been down this road before with a lot of products. Polybutylene just caused fucking disaster after disaster. Like, whole communities in Texas had to be like fucking leveled because of it. But it is what it is. So I'm going to let this set up for another 15 minutes. I've been sitting here staring at insulation for a minute, and that's it. I'm down to 15% on this battery, this big ass battery in here. So I got to get this thing charged. Guys, I'm going to recommend that these people get one of those automatic shut-off valves on the service coming into the house, because literally this is a ticking time bomb. If they get an abnormal flow, that valve will shut off and limit the damage. But, you know, for me, I think this shit's going to happen again. The fact that I recharge these air chambers is going to help. The air is going to absorb any shock in the system. The quick closing valves, you know, when you got water flying across the house and then all of a sudden you slam it shut. Undersized water pipes create a lot of problems in houses because of the velocity of the water flowing through it. And, you know, you could spike pressure in a house up to 200-300 psi by slamming a quick closing valve shut, especially when the pipe's undersized. So, a lot of things, a lot of variables here. But I think something that's going to be safe for them is to get one of those valves that will shut off when it senses an abnormal flow. I've got to look in to see which one's the best. It needs to be mounted on the outside of the house. I don't know if they need power. I've never installed one, but I would suggest it for this house just because of the, you know, what's going on here and the brittleness of this piping. Guys, another thing that I just noticed about this is, see how tight these holes are that they drilled for this stuff? That's just ridiculous. They must have been using like a 5/8 bit. And that is going to make it squeak. It's going to expand. It's going to create problems. That should have been drilled big enough that you could put a Mickey Mouse strap in with the strap going down into the hole, providing a raceway for that pipe to expand and contract. But that's just no good, man. You can't be drilling holes that tight. That's how you end up with a house that ticks. Every time you turn the water on, the hot water on a faucet or a shower, you hear it ticking across the attic. Tick, 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 tick. That's the fucking Cpvc expanding. And any pipe will expand. Copper, whatever it is. But that's just bad practice right there, man. To drill those holes so tight, so small. It's just stupid. And now the fact that the wood is wet and it's expanding, it's even tighter. This is not a good place for me to be. There's just so much wrong here and so much liability. Yeah. I'm ready to put this water back on, and I gotta crawl out of here and then come back up. So I was hoping he could go out and turn the water on while I'm sitting here. But he'd have to come all the way back in for me to tell him to shut it off if something blows apart. So it's probably better that I'm on the ground. If I hear water running, I'll fucking run back out and turn the water off. Alright guys, so the water's back on. I got no leaks. I'm gonna clean up and get out of here and then go to Gorman's and see what type of valve, because I want to get one on here quick. A Sentry type valve, you know, to shut the water supply off to this house. So that's gonna do it. Alright guys, I gotta get down. Alright guys, so I talked to the homeowner. I explained to them, I even showed them. I took the pieces that I cut out and fucking used my hands and just snapped them right in fucking half. I told them, you've got a ticking time bomb in your attic. I'm not comfortable leaving this house in the condition it's in because of what's going on up there. To be safe, we need to put like an emergency shut-off valve on the house. They agreed, and I said, you know, you really need to repipe this house, I would say, in PEX overhead. A lot more flexible, and it's got its own fucking issues, just like Cpvc and just like copper and every other fucking piping system that was ever designed. None of them last forever. So I gotta run to Gorman's right now and see what they've got for those Sentry valves and see how they operate. Do they need power, batteries? How do they work? Hopefully it's something that just operates on the flow of water and doesn't need any power source or battery. But the guy said, I'm selling this fucking house. I'm out of here. I was like, that's what you should do. They're getting older. It's a big fucking house, 25 years old, and it's gonna start needing shit. And they'd be better off buying a little condo somewhere, preferably a new one. You know, he's gonna be in his mid to late 80s at this point, and get the fuck out of there. Simplify, man. Let somebody else have it. It's a beautiful house in a beautiful community right around the corner from my house. Another beautiful community. Anyways, let's go see what we can pick up here at Gorman's. Hey guys, I just got to Gorman's, and the guy who actually put the plumbing in that house is here. I'm gonna talk to him. He's talking to somebody else right now, but I want to talk to him about that job. See if it was actually him. At least this is who I think did it. Alright guys, so I just got to Gorman's. Moen makes a safety valve that you can use through Wi-Fi and all that shit. It's gonna be expensive. I mean, my cost on it's $500, and I called the homeowner, gave her a price on doing that, and I said, you know, the house really needs to be repiped, and you need to make that choice. Are you willing to take the chance on something else blowing up between the time that you actually get it repiped or sell the house? And she said, so I gave her the name of 3 companies that can handle that house. It's a lot bigger. I don't mind repiping little houses, villas and stuff like that, but I'm not getting into a big spread out house. So I gave her 3 companies that will do a great job. She decided to, instead of spending the money on that valve, she is decided to probably repipe the house, but they are selling it. She said, we're selling this house in like 2 months. And I said, well, you know, if you'll recoup some of that money from the repipe when you sell the house, that's going to be a huge selling point, that the house was just repiped. So I gave her 3 names, great companies: Terry's Plumbing, Aqua Plumbing, and Ron Horn Plumbing. They've got help. I don't have any employees, so I just can't do it. And the guy that was here, he was definitely the guy who plumbed that house, and he told me all kinds of stories about these products and, you know, things that have gone wrong, valves that don't work, and not just Cpvc, but all kinds of shit. You know, this is what happens, man. When you guys find a product that is problem-free forever, let me know, please. I'd appreciate it. So I just need to go back to that house, collect my money, and then go have some lunch somewhere, man. It's 12 o'clock, and I'm gonna go eat and maybe go clean my driveway. If I have a day off today, it doesn't really matter to me. I could use it. I will say that Moen valve system is the most expensive one that I was able to pull up on the internet. They have other ones in the $150 to $200 range that would do the same thing, but you got to buy them through Amazon. And the guy, the salesman, I said, can you match this price that Amazon's showing for that thing? He said, no. He said, why don't you call up Amazon and ask them all the questions you're asking me? And I was like, yeah, I get it, man. I get it. But, you know, we're paying for this big, beautiful fucking building. Us plumbers, us little hard-working guys. Look at how big it is. You guys want to see something amazing? I'm gonna take you in to see this showroom. It is just incredible. So guys, I just came over here to Gorman's. the air conditioning side of their business at the old location on McIntosh, because the plumbing side over around the corner on another street, they don't stock the B tanks and the MC tanks anymore. So I came over here to get a new small tank. A lot easier for me working and stuff. It fits in my tote tray, and I have my hose here. I can use my turbo torch setup, which I like. I prefer over a pop torch, but I can tell you the pop torch has its benefits in different areas. I like the fact that you let the trigger go and the fucking thing shuts off. So if you're in a house working in a cabinet, a torch, a B tank torch, you gotta like shut it, hold it with one hand and turn it off with the other. So they both have their benefits. But what I want to do is, because this thing costs like $45, man, for a fucking what do you call it when you just come in for not a refill, but a trade-in. You know, I gave them my bottle, they gave me this one. I need an adapter to go from this to a B tank, and so I can refill this thing myself. If anybody knows that, or if it's going to be too dangerous, let me know. But if I don't know what kind of pressure is in this thing at all, but I don't need to be coming here and spending that kind of money. A fucking B tank that is probably has 10 times the gas in it costs $30 for the exchange. This was in the $45 for an exchange on this tank. I can't afford that. I don't want to afford that. I need to be able to refill this cylinder with my B tank, and just let the pressures equalize, whatever it is. So anybody got any thoughts on that? Let me know. If I'd be happy to buy it off of you if you have the shit to do that. Yeah, just let me know, guys. But that's it. Flammable gas. There's a whole lot of that up in the fucking front of this truck, Jackson. Some of it's coming out of my ass.